Hey YouTube land, Counter here doing another action figure review. Now you might be wondering why there's two of these guys on my table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little game. Normally I just go through the figures straight off and just, do a review straight out. But because this happened to me, because when I ordered a particular figure, I ended up with one of them. And I am going to do a small segment of which is real and which is fake. Both of these are Neca, well, air quotes, Neca Assassin Predators. When I ordered the one off eBay, I ordered for the armored version, which is the dark grey bluish one with the darker armor. Now I got it from a UK seller. I ordered it directly from a UK seller who said it was a legitimate Neca item, and when it arrived as the unarmored version, which is what the one in front of us is, the lightly tan colored version, or the beige color. And so what I did then is I went to Big Bad Toy Store and they still had them in stock, the actual unarmored version, so I ordered one of those and it arrived recently. So I decided I was going to do a video depicting which one of these is real and which one of these is fake. So I'm not going to go through the boxes because the boxes is a dead giveaway. I'm going to go through the figures first. Usually I go through the box first and then I'll go through the figures, but this time around, because the boxes you can tell straight off which one is the knockoff version, I'm going to go through the figures first. So I have the accessories split up for each one. So each figure comes with an alternate head. So you get a screaming or roaring head sculpt for the figures. They are both packaged separate in the box. So here are the screaming heads. And just turning around 360. Unfortunately, I don't have a 360 wheel. That is the two head sculpts that you get in the box. Now, I haven't tried swapping out the heads on these because normally I prefer to heat up the ball peg before doing so. This guy is quite a big figure. If we can just dig out my measuring tape. He's even actually hunched over at the moment. Like if I was to stand him up completely full, he stands in and around the 11 inches. He's nearly 1 foot tall. So you can see he's barely just sticking in the video, into my area where I do my videos. So the other thing that these guys come with, the wrist blades are separate in the box, but I have them attached. There's this little section that covers up where the plasma caster, or the kind of little the wrist gun piece goes. I'm assuming it's a wrist mounted plasma caster, of which here's the ones that I got. So this is which came with this one, and this is which came with the one on the right here. They are hinged, so there's a hinge here and there should be a hinge here. So you have hinges on them, so you can move them. Same with the one on the opposite side. So it is hinged. There is a peg system for it to peg into the figure. So there is that. And then the other alternate options you get are these closed fists. So these are the ones that came with the figure on the left. So now I'll just rotate him around. You see he has black nails on. Might be a bit of a goth. And you have the ones on the right. Bringing the figures in closer. If I can bring them in as close as I can without him falling over. So I'll do a 360 of the figure. So this is the one on the right. These are ratchet joints on these guys. Legs can move forward and back. He's a waist swivel, a diaphragm joint. These arms don't really go out that much. They go out a bit. On this guy, they go out way more than they do on the other one. The arms rotate at the elbow. There's a dual jointed elbow. The wrist rotates at the gauntlet, and then there's wrist, or sorry, the elbow rotates where the gauntlet meets the elbow. Then there's a wrist rotation and a hinge, and you just pop the hands out to place the ones that you want. As I said, this blade is removable, so you can have it without the blade attached. On this version, it just pegs into the side of the arm, and then if you want, and the legs have kind of chicken leg thing going on, so you have double jointed knees with a swivel, so you can bend the knee all the way back over 90 degrees, and they're very, very stiff. The legs, he has a tiny footprint for a Predator figure, which is a shame because he does have peg holes, but you don't get any base for him. I'm just wondering if I have one of my I don't think I have. Oh, I do. I'm just going to use a McFarlane base, see if that helps him stand a little bit. Get into the peg hole on the foot. Bear with me a moment. Now the feet, he has a hinge here, and a swivel on, or rocker ankle on the feet. So we'll just see if that helps him stand a little bit better. Need to angle it a bit. It does help a little bit with the standing. You can't really see it, but it does help him stand a little bit. Again, I'll bring in the left one. So this is the left one. Again, ball joint for the head. You should be able to pop it off and swap it out for the alternate head. The shoulders on this one only go a tiny bit out. They don't go that far out at all. These shoulder bits, I think you should be able to move them out of the way, just like on the other one. But they do tend to get in the way of the shoulder articulation. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be intended that they go into the arm, into the socket on the arm, or above it like on the other one. Oh, that piece has dropped out. That's for the, see, it's an indent so that you can put in this blaster piece. There's no blaster effect, but you can put in that little gun that goes into the wrist. And it just pegs in on there. Now, if you're wondering how it looks, you just match it up to the way it looks on the opposite hand. So this kind of indent or these two little vent type pieces go on the forward towards the arm, and the triangular piece kind of goes towards the back. So you do have that. Dual jointed elbows, just like the other one, swivel. The gauntlet swivel, arm swivel. That thing popped out again. It does tend to pop out quite a bit. It's not the most secure fit, but it does fit in there when it is in. The wrist blade, just like the other one, pops in and out. A little bit better on this one, more so the other. Exact same legs with the ratchets, and there is a thigh swivel, which I forgot to mention on the other guy. And overall, he's pretty sturdy. He can sort of stand. If we can get him to stand, come on. But I would recommend getting some sort of base for him. It's a shame they didn't include one of those arm bases like they did with the, was it the newborn? The Alien Resurrection newborn, Alien 4 newborn had it. Has like a clear base with an arm that connects onto the waist, so it gives them extra stability. It's a shame they didn't go with that for this guy. So the big question is, which one of these is the fake one? And I'm pretty sure you probably already guessed it before I even started doing the review, and that would be this one. So if I bring in the boxes, now the figure is really, really cool. Don't get me wrong, figure is pretty good. Even the bootleg one has some redeemable qualities, but you can see the paintwork on it is not as crisp as the official one. Even on the mouth and on the head, you can see the eyes. Like the head on this one is a lot more detailed. Even the dreadlocks have more wash on them than just the pure copper. So before I mix up my accessories, which is kind of hard to do because even the detailing on the plasma caster, as you can see, is a lot, like, if I can tell, they actually put this thing on upside down. I'm not sure if it pops out. Yeah, this piece is actually on upside down compared to the official one. The pipe here should be underneath, not on top. So yeah, you have that. But the big giveaway is this. So I might just have to move them out of the way altogether. Bear with me a moment while I bring in the boxes and try not to break the figures. So, box for Predator. The bootleg Predator is on the right, just as the figure was. Sorry, I'm just moving things around so I can bring in the other box. They are quite big boxes. They're pretty much the same size as the figure. Here's the box on the left for the official one. So let me just pull back my camera a touch so you can see things. All right. Looking at the boxes straight on, you would almost think they were the same, but the red and the image on the official is a lot brighter. You can see it's a lot duller on this. You still have the same opening window with the image, same image in the front, and the way they're packaged is exactly the same. I'll flip around to the side. You can see the images is duller on the fake one. They both say the exact same thing, but it's when you get around to the back is when you can really tell how bad the fake one is. So the official one, you can see nice bright images of each figure, or of the figure facing off against the fugitive predator. It has everything included in it, and it even says the Predator Assassin Predator. The fake one, on the other hand, says the Predator Armored Assassin, which is not at all accurate to what the figure is. The Armored Assassin Predator is the blue-gray, dark blue-gray one. It's supposed to represent this version of the Predator when he has the kind of internal armor that powers up. This kind of light tan version of him is when he can no longer do that feature in the movie. He loses it through battle. So it's the same figure as far as I can tell. Overall, it's the same figure, different deco. But either way, I kind of prefer the darker kind of grey blue version of him. He looks just a little bit better than the tan, even though they're both great figures, and it's exactly the same figure with the exact same amount of accessories. They both come with the same blade, the same wrist gauntlet, blaster, the same extra hands. I kind of prefer the darker grey version. But you can tell the company, or whichever company went and did this bootleg, tried to go all out and replicate the NECA packaging as close as possible. You can even see the Assassin Predator. It says Assassin Predator on the front of the box, but it's when you come to the back of the box that you can, as I say, you can really tell. Even the sides of the box look the same. This one got crushed in transport. But like even the same blurb, Predators have been genetically evolving themselves. It's the exact same blurb, hand for hand, on each box. So there you go, guys. I know it's not my usual thing to do, like fake versions of figures, or showcase fake versions of figures, but I've thought, because I ended up with this bootleg one, and because the official ones were still available. Now, the reason I wanted to get the Armored Assassin Predator, because obviously I kind of passed up on it when it originally came out, and I was wanting to get another one, and it was just, the price on them seemed to have skyrocketed, which is insane because you can't tell unless you see the thing in hand whether it's a real or fake one. Even there's lots of sellers on eBay in China selling the dark blue one for around $60, 50 to 60 euros slash dollars. Some people want over 100, and they claim it's an official one, and you really can't tell until you have it in hand. And even then, if you don't have the two to compare them with, like the official one versus the bootleg one, you could end up with a bootleg one. So just to keep people in the know on how to spot the bootleg one versus the legitimate one, you can tell by the box that it comes in, especially for this one. Now, I have seen images online where the writing on the back, I think, might have been corrected to actually say Assassin Predator, or the Unarmored Assassin Predator. So there is that as well. So you might need to just keep an eye on the box, see how well the images of the actual packaging is. Like as you can see, the images are a lot duller and a lot darker than the official ones on the back of the box. So if you can see that, then you're pretty much guaranteed that that is a fake bootleg version of the figure, not the real thing. So there you go, guys. I hope this has been informative for you. And as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to get through a lot more stuff in the next couple of weeks, days. I have a whole bunch of stuff I'm planning to do, and I picked up a couple of new cameras that I want to test out stuff as well. So hopefully you can look forward to that. So cheers, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.